Our attention now on the sports show to golf. After the drama of the US Masters in Augusta, there will be plenty of us who will be dusting off the golf clubs and heading out to play in the next week or so if we can. My next guest has been improving his handicap steadily to the point where he's been selected to play for Europe in the Cairns Cup in August in the USA. Well, Charlie Appleyard is the co-founder of Sport Parkinsons, and he spoke to me earlier this afternoon about the honour of being selected for that team and just how important sport is for him.
Well, I've said to my lovely wife, I need to play 4 times a week. She's very, very accommodating so far. Not really, but I put a lot of effort into my golf. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 7 years ago. I probably had it about 10 years. And my golf, before I was diagnosed, my golf got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I didn't know what it was, but it actually was I had Parkinson's, but I wasn't aware. Then I was diagnosed and got my drugs, and my handicap's come down from 23 to 8.
Wow.
Which is quite a significant reduction. I'm actually below a handicap than I was when I didn't have Parkinson's.
Wow, that's amazing.
Parkinson's is an amazing game for people with Parkinson's, but also disabled sport in general. With the golf handicap system, everyone's got a level playing field and anyone can play the game.
Now, I wanted to ask you about the Cairns Cup because this is something that it's not just for Parkinson's sufferers, it's also for people with many disabilities. How come that came about, first of all, and how did you get to be selected?
The Cairns Cup is a fully inclusive disabled golf event. They call it Disability Golf's Premier Match Play event. It's not the Ryder Cup but it is a match between America and Europe. And they have made sure that there is a minimum of 6 different disabilities per team, a minimum of 6 countries from Europe per team, and a minimum of 6 states from America per country. So to make sure there's a full representation, there's 4 divisions of players. So there's there's a sort of pro division, the high quality amateur division, the mid range handicap, and there's a high handicap for the higher scorers in the team, but they deserve their place just as much as everyone else. We try to include everyone.
So this is coming up in August, and I gathered that, through Sport Parkinsons, which is, a company that you set up alongside another director, how important have you found sport for so many people who've got involved in whether it's, football or golf or other sports, for people who are suffering with Parkinson's? How important have you found it yourself, and how much of an impact has it had on many people who've been drawn to sport through your company?
A huge benefits to the whole community. This Sunday we've got the Cure Parkinson's Cup, the Walking Football World Cup for Parkinsons. I'm the current winning champions team. Don't talk about that in this interview, but we did win in the final penalties last year. But it's at St George's Park, home of England football. 20 teams of people with Parkinson's playing walking football, coming together as a community. And it's not because having Parkinson's is a lonely place. You only get to see a neurologist once a year for 10 minutes, and you get to see a Parkinson's nurse for 10 minutes per year. That's all you get, and it's a very lonely place. But with sport and exercise, with 2.5 hours of exercise a week, it slows down the progression of the disease and makes symptoms better. But there's also a sense of community and being together and helping each other out and comparing symptoms and comparing lifestyle choices that ultimately have to keep going with Parkinson's. There's no cure on the horizon. There are things going on, but I don't think there'll be a cure in the next 5 to 10 years, and even if there was, there's probably about 30 or 40 different types of Parkinson's. Saying it's a syndrome rather than disease is the current understanding, because there's so many different symptoms. There's 40 different symptoms of Parkinson's, and everyone's got different ones. So if a treatment cures this tremor, that's great for the people with a tremor, but I don't have a tremor. So very, 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 very dark place in the Parkinson's world sometimes. So sport really brings people to the fore.
And talking of that, you've got a fundraiser coming up this Thursday. Just tell us a bit about that and who's going to be in attendance.
Yeah, well, this is the Cairns Cup. It's the fundraiser for the Cairns Cup, the Disability Golf's Premier Match Play event between Europe and America in Cherry Creek in Shelby Township in Detroit, Michigan in August. And we need to raise funds for travel, accommodation, and getting the team over there. So we're having a fundraiser at the Cotswold Club in Chipping Norton. We've got 100 people playing golf. We've got the Cairns Cup team in attendance. We've got we've got Mark Foster, we've got celebs like Mark Foster, Reece Priest and Brian Redpath, Gladstone Small, sporting legends of yesteryear. Wow. Coming on to play, and we've got some really great people from all golf clubs all over the country, and they'll be able to see the Cairns Cup golfers in action. And then we've got dinner in the evening with an amazing auction trying to raise funds, and it's thecairnscup.com if people want to take a look.
And just to let people know, because people could be listening to this who might have a friend or family who might be able to benefit. How do they find out more about Sport Parkinsons?
Well, Sport Parkinsons, the website is www.sportparkinsons.com or .org. It previews all our events we have and the grant system we have. Anyone with Parkinson's can get involved. It's not we have people who are still playing sport, people who've given up sport but doesn't think they can play anymore, and we've got people who've never played sport before at all. Any level of golf required can apply to be on the team. The next event is in Wales at Celtic Manor on the Ryder Cup course in 2026. It's for all levels of people, all levels of ability, fully inclusive. We've got eight ladies, 8 men. The captain's a lady called Tuka Luckman from Holland, and we've got amazing people like Chris Aves, who was paralysed in the Westminster Bridge terror attack in 2017, and he's paralysed from the chest down. Plays in a para golfer. We're incredibly proud to have him on the team. So we've got some great people. So have a look into it, thecairnscup.com.
Well, that is the story of the Cairns Cup, and what an inspirational guy Charlie Appleyard there is, given that he is the co-founder of Sports Parkinsons. He was diagnosed, as he mentioned there, with Parkinson's disease in June 2016. Since then, he's become an ambassador for Cure Parkinsons and has campaigned tirelessly to try to encourage people with Parkinson's to exercise regularly. And you heard the motto there: keep healthy and strong till a cure comes along. Absolutely brilliant to hear that he's been selected for that Cairns Cup. And if you want to find out more, just search for the Cairns Cup, or look at Sports Parkinsons at .org or .com, as he mentioned there, to get more information about how to raise funds. There is that big fundraiser taking place this Thursday, and there have been some great supporters down the years, like Sir Gavin Hastings, AP McCoy, and many of those who will be in attendance on Thursday to raise funds for the Cairns Cup, which takes place in America in August. And very good luck to Charlie with that as well.